Guys, hello, morning. Yeah, Andesh, Shriha, Aishwarya, Vishnu, Shibin, guys, morning. So these are the 110 of you, the 110 of you that are here today, what you call it? You are the group that can wake up early, got no tuition, and also you are not Johor Kelantan students who have school on Sunday. Okay, anyways, guys, today we will be covering. Now, initially, I thought of doing urine formation with you all. Okay, got tuition. No, I mean this timing you got no tuition. No, Daniel, I don't know. Oh, Johor today holiday. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm still searching for the tool to share screen. Okay. Share screen next. Okay, guys. So I'll just keep this class very, very simple and very straightforward. Yeah, it's a Sunday lah. I don't want to drag your time lah, guys. I don't want to drag your time. So let's get started. I want to share one thing with you. Oh yeah. Initially I wanted to do urine formation, but never mind lah. Fish it lah. We just go through this whisking tube experiment. Now, like what I always like to do, okay, what I always like to do is I always like to bring this out. Guys, for KSSM paper 3, guys, for KSSM paper 3, there are two types, which is guided, okay, and unguided. Very often students are very scared of unguided, but then it's actually not that tough lah, guys, because they sometimes just want the variables and then the precaution. So revision, if you followed me before, how many type of questions can they ask for guided? I always say this 10 to 11 questions, they have a 90% chance of coming out. Of course, guys, I'm giving you a general guideline. I'm not predicting exactly what is coming out. There's a difference. So number one, at the very start, you have to conduct the experiment, and then they'll ask you the values. Guys, they can ask you the values. After the values, okay, observation is possible to be asked. Now, just to test you a little, guys, now it's already August. If there's observation, there's also a chance that what can come out? What is the Carson good? Oh, Carson can wake up Sunday morning. Or Navin also can inference. Guys, inference. All right. Hypothesis can be asked. Variables. Okay, variables, hypotheses. They can, guys, ask you to draw a table. From the table, draw a graph. From the graph, sometimes they ask you to determine the relationship. And if the graph marks is high, then the chances of the rest to come out a bit lower. Make sense, huh? So Negeri 9 paper came up with unguided experiment, but easy. What did they ask, Harish? Next, guys, what else can they ask? Come, let me know. Let me know. What else can they ask? Prediction, good. Guys, prediction. Operational definition, definisi secara beroperasi, and the last one is to classify items, guys. Classifying items. Okay, classifying items are at the end. Okay, teacher, is there a chance bio paper 3 this time will be guided? It's either guided or unguided lah. Yeah, it's really either guided or unguided, but either way actually got method to solve one. They ask about electrical conductivity, ionic. Oh, okay, that one's quite okay. Ionic and covalent compound. Guys, for unguided, first of all, okay, how to put it? For unguided, any of this can be asked. Any of this can be asked. Plus, they can ask you method to handle variables. Okay. Oh, I would say this. Method to handle variable. Precautionary steps. Precaution. Okay, 1. 2, sometimes they do ask you for procedure, and any of this from guided. So guys, from this viewpoint, okay, from this viewpoint, knowing guided is very important, because method to handle variable is standard, and precaution is depending on experiment. Okay, guys, have you copied this? I always like to start off paper 3 sessions with this. And I remember what I say in class, guys. I promise you all that I'll do 3 sessions, right? So after this, there'll be one more for sure. In the last session, I'll teach you how to really memorize procedure. Okay. Sir, if asked procedure, must write all apparatus and material. Yeah, based on what they give you. Because guys, whether guided or unguided, sure there'll be apparatus ma. There'll sure to be apparatus. Okay, come guys, we are looking at 2 sets today. The first one is Perak 2023. Guys, first is Perak 2023. Then in between, if you forgot the basics or concept, I'll explain in between because I don't want to because sometimes experiment they will twist and turn a little so that it looks different from the others, but actually it's about the same. It's actually about the same. Okay, and for those who do not know, just one very good pointer. KSSM started in the year 2021. KSSM started in the year 2021. I think for the first 2 years, it was a trial period for KPM as well. Yeah, for Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, it's a trial period. It's like a pilot project lah. Kita kena test dulu, baru tengok macam mana. So to keep it very short, these 3 years, all the physics, bio, and chem Amali were all conducted on the same day. Now, this is where you are very fortunate, you are very lucky, because from last year onwards, they split out 3 different days. So yours will be the same, 2024, split out 3 different days. Okay? All right, look. When it comes to, they will ask you to go through the apparatus and materials. So please take it seriously, because I told you in the first session, kalau anda tak serious, everything pun ada, semua pun ada. Then when you are conducting experiment halfway, you realize, tak ada cylinder penyukat ini. There's no measuring cylinder. You raise up your hand, Mr. Examiner, Mr. Invigilator, I don't have this. They will remark they'll remark, Carson, of course not your name lah, it's Uncle Giliran mah. Carson, bila bincang bahan radas tak serius. Bila buat eksperimen baru tahu tak ada silinder penyukat. Okay, so they can minus mark, but not much guys. 1 mark only I guess. Okay, look. So looking at this experiment, last time the three together, how? Okay, I'm guessing you're seeing the three subjects together. They check one shot. the first session is to check one shot all the apparatus and material. I think it's very messy, lah, guys. You got all the apparatus material for biophysics chem. You get what I mean or not? And there's no time limit as it. They'll just give you, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 hours, 15 minutes, total, all the 345 minutes. And up to you which one you want to start and how long you want to take to do each subject. Yeah. Okay, come guys, look at this rate. They gave a sentence to do with plasma membrane, and here we are looking at starch suspension in the Visking tube. Guys, outside got distilled water. Outside got distilled water. Here, guys, look. Now, before we even go through, guys, before we even go through, look at the list that are, okay, look at the questions here. They ask you the factors. The factors, meaning come guys, what's this? Factors means what? It's just another way to say variables. Yep. Okay, pemboleh ubah. Pemboleh ubah. Guys, hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis. Then change in color. This one is the so-called value that so-called the value that I gave you as the first pointer, because it's the result ma. Okay, guys, as I told you, observation, operational definition, and then they also want you to, here got classify the items, man. Here got classifying items, and then the prediction. Guys, whatever I gave you in the list of 11 types of questions just now, all came out, all here lah. Sir, can I apply this to physics chem? About 85 to 90%, because physics chem got certain things a bit different. Yeah. Classify what is apparatus, what is material. Form 1 science. Okay, guys, so coming back to the very first question, what is the factor that has been changed? Because we have iodine, tell me, what color is iodine? Hey, not bad. Today's class got nearly 130 students. Iodine is yellowish brown. Yellowish brown. Okay, never mind. Hold on first. What is the variable that has been changed? Give me another word. What is the manipulated? No, the responding. Okay, responding. Pemboleh ubah bergerak balas. So the one that has a change is the color in the color where? If I were to write change in color, I'll try to state the location. Change in color in the Visking tube. Guys, change in color in the Visking tube. Can anyone tell me why not change in color in the beaker or outside the Visking tube? Because size matters. Guys, because size matters. Because starch, the size is too large. I bet all of you know lah, guys. Not new information. Hey, Brandon, why so excited with size early Sunday morning? Oh, that sounded very wrong. Okay, guys, what is the fix? So because the size is quite big, cannot move out, but iodine can enter, ma. Guys, iodine can enter. Racism? Oh, change in color. Okay, good one. Guys, the fixed variable, the fixed variable here, there are many answers. Come, guys, just throw some answers. Come on. Show me some answers. Volume of starch suspension can. Volume of distilled water can. Volume of distilled water can. Type of Visking tube? No, don't want. What is type of Visking tube? Good quality and bad quality. Temperature? No. Guys, use something. You see, some of you are still off. Use something from the experiment that you see here, guys. That's why, you see, Concentration of starch suspension can. Volume of starch suspension can. Volume of distilled water. Guys, go for something simple. Don't go for something so complex. I'll just write volume of distilled water. Don't need to write 5 ml, don't need. Okay, guys, state the hypothesis here. State the hypothesis. I told you that hypothesis, guys, I told you before that hypothesis got two types, correct? What are the two types? What are the two types? Whether, come on, see how many remember. Got trend or, yes, very good. Guys, got trend or no trend? If got trend means the higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower. Okay, like for example, the higher the rate, the higher the light energy, the higher the rate of photosynthesis. Example lah. Okay, then if there's no trend, guys, if there's no trend, you have to either select one point. Normally that point is the highest, something extreme, either the highest, rarely lowest, highest, lowest, okay, highest, lowest, something extreme, something extreme. Like for example, one of my favorite example is this. At 37 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius is the optimum rate of reaction for enzyme. Okay, 37 degrees Celsius is the optimum rate of reaction for enzyme. I'm selecting this point. So normally when there's a graph, but there's no specific trend, okay, no fixed trend. And guys, I taught you the next one. Anyone remember what this is? Anybody? Hey, you all forgot that? Okay, comparison. I give you an example because if I just tell you, oh guys, comparison, you might be blur. So comparison is, for example, because yesterday in schema we discussed guava. So let's say guava, let's say we test for vitamin C. Guava have a higher concentration of vitamin C compared to apple and orange. So maksudnya dalam eksperimen mereka bagi katakan guava, apple dan orange untuk buat untuk tes kepekatan vitamin C. They give you 3 fruits to test for the concentration of vitamin C. You have to say which one is the highest. Compare lo, compare. Guys, now let me add one last one for you, which is what we are learning at today. If there's no trend, sometimes guys, sometimes they want to test your concept. Sometimes they want to test your concept. Concept is like this experiment. Very rare. I think this is one of the very few. This is one of the very few. So concept means, guys, what are we trying to... Concept means you have to ask yourself, what are we trying to prove? Apakah yang kita nak buktikan dalam eksperimen ini? Guys, what are we trying to prove here? Starch, whisking tube. The moment whisking tube is semi-permeable. The size, yeah, guys, like I said, size matters what. So we say that you can either talk about starch or you can talk about you can talk about starch. Actually, I read the procedure. They want to repeat. They want to Wait, so, okay lah, so okay. Hold on. Oh, okay lah, can. So, guys, we say that don't say size matter. Don't write that in exam. Don't say iodine versus starch. No, because iodine is a test. It's a test. So, guys, you can say that starch is large in size and unable to pass through a semi-permeable membrane or selectively permeable membrane. If you attempt paper 3 yourself, guys, if you attempt paper 3 yourself, you might see that answers they like to slash large molecules slash, okay, they might put starch, okay, slash, something like that. They like to use slash a lot. Let me teach you my method, guys. Let me teach you my method. I like to use what I call something specific. Something specific means from the experiment. Kalau saya guna kanji, saya guna juga, sorry. This is not so good. Because I was thinking of the second sentence already. Guys, pass through the whisking tube. Yes. Wait. Okay. Pass through the whisking tube. So this is something general. Something specific. If I want to give something general, I can say that instead of starch, right, I change to instead of starch, large in size. Instead of starch, large in size, I can say large size molecules is unable to pass through a selectively permeable membrane. This is the answer. Either one, guys. I like to go for something general or something specific. Something general means, oh, we all know starch is large in size. So I write large size molecules. Whisking tube, oh, I know it is selectively permeable. So I use back this term. Of course, they can't mark you wrong if you say starch can pass through selectively permeable membrane. It's not wrong. Concept where got wrong. Memang they can pass through. They cannot mark you wrong if you say large size molecules pass through whisking tube. It's not wrong. But I prefer to keep it very accurate, very proper. Okay, come guys, moving on. What time do you all normally wake up on Sundays? Sir, can I write distilled water turn blue? Where is that coming from? Distilled water turn blue. I wake up 6 this morning, 7, 5. I wake up at 5. Cheng Ho, you need to change your code because I do not know what's OH, what 402. 8:30, 7:30, 9 to 11. 9 to 11. Whisking tube turn blue cannot. 6, 7. Wow, so early. How come so early? I'm surprised. SPM. Okay, good answer. 1 p.m. I'm not surprised. Cause have school. Strict mother. Yikes, I shouldn't be saying it out loud. Maintain good health. Okay. For if you want to say blue alone, I think it's not that accurate lah. I think it's not so accurate, guys, because the iodine can enter the whisking tube. So we say that the color in whisking tube changes from cloudy to blue-black. Blue-black is the most accurate one because memang is in between blue-black. Kepada mereka yang belajar BM, kita panggil ini biru tua. Bukan biru hitam ah. It's called biru tua. Okay, explain your observation, guys. Explain your observation. We say that iodine molecule is small in size. It is able to diffuse across. It is able to diffuse across the whisking tube. Sorry, diffuse into the whisking tube. Or if you write across the membrane of whisking tube. Starch suspension turns blue-black. Okay, starch suspension turns blue-black. Okay. And guys, state the operational definition. Operational definition, guys, whatever they want, we start off with that. Because, okay, let's say if I want definition of photosynthesis, I have to say, oh, photosynthesis is the production of starch. So I start with the term photosynthesis. Here, if they want plasma membrane, kita guna balik. We use back the term plasma membrane, yeah? So, plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane. Guys, how to answer operational definition? How did I teach you the previous round? Okay, is shown by or determined by or okay, now I stick to these two first. Is shown or determined by RV affected by the MV. So whatever they want ditentukan oleh pemboleh ubah, bergerak balas, dipengaruhi oleh pemboleh ubah, dimanipulasikan. Okay, so guys, what is the RV here? What is the RV here? The change in color in whisking tube. Okay, what is the manipulated variable? The size of the molecules. Okay, now size of molecules, to be more specific, you have to write iodine and starch. Perubahan warna dalam tube whisking boleh. Okay, plasma membrane. Okay, for plasma membrane, you can add this one sentence. Plasma membrane is a selectively permeable. It is a selectively permeable membrane shown by the change in color in the whisking tube and is affected by the size of molecules of of starch and iodine molecules. Guys, confirm full marks. Confirm full marks. So the rule of thumb is this. When you encounter operational definition, this is how you go about it. Operational definition. Some of you, because it's a Sunday lah, I think that's why nobody is asking me. If it's not a Sunday, maybe some of you might ask me, sir, is it okay if we use 2 sentences? My teacher taught me 2 sentences. Yes, no problem. Because I know some teachers, they'll say like plasma membrane is shown by change in color in the Visking till full stop, then adding it is affected. No problem, guys. Sudah kena point, pasti akan dapat markah. But definition, have you seen definition with 2 sentences? Guys, have you seen definition with 2 sentences? I haven't seen before. Other than the answer in paper 3 schema, some will have. So I like to keep it in 1 sentence. Okay, the next one, I think you can just copy because I feel that this is easy for you. Number 1. Number 2, what? Teacher said to be safe because if wrong, they'll mark everything wrong. Yeah, to be safe, how? Okay, guys, bahan, the material. You can draw a simple table if you want to. Okay, material obviously include the whisking tube. Okay, guys, the thread. Okay, the starch. Suspension. Iodine solution. Distilled water. Okay. As for the apparatus, must be beaker. Then measuring cylinder. I'm looking at the list now. As I open another file here. There's also a stopwatch. Can give values for volume. Where do I put the values? Ruhaya, where do I put the values? In the table, don't need. They ask for materials and apparatus. Value is for procedure only. Okay. All right, guys, prediction. Prediction and explanation of the next one. If you are done with this. To me, right, you must score full marks, lah, guys. Paper 3 must be 15 out of 15 if this one comes out. Guided come up must be 15 out of 15. What reason do you have for not scoring 15 out of 15? Yeah. Because it's easy experiment. Easy experiment, you don't score, tough one is a problem. Now, predict what will happen if starch is in the beaker. Straight away, the solution in the beaker will turn blue-black. Yes. Will turn blue-black. Okay. So the challenge is the next one because it's 2 marks, but no problem. As in the iodine, they put it in the whisking tube. So you can talk about iodine. It's about the same as just now, that one. It's about the same as this. So we say iodine molecules is small in size. Okay. Nicholas, this is... Are we not taking in consideration hyper? Nicholas, this is to do with the size of the molecules. Very dangerous. Cannot simply assume one. It's very, guys, the experiment will be damn obvious what experiment you are dealing with. Yeah, how to because they give you iodine. The moment got iodine, understood they're testing for starch. If they are testing for starch, then it must have something to do with the size. Yeah. Okay, guys. So iodine is small in size. It is able to diffuse. It is able to diffuse out of the whisking tube into the beaker. If you really want to play super duper safe, just add the same sentence. Starch, suspension, turns, blue-black. You know how I always tell you in paper 2 that dalam soalan yang sama, for the same question, you cannot write two same answers. Yes, okay. Paper 3 is the only paper whereby you can repeat the answer but still get marks. Because if you look at it, these two are about the same. Tapi Anda masih akan dapat 2 markah penuh. You still get full marks. Paper 3 is the only one you can do so. Because the explanation, like Chi also is that few things. Oh, size small can pass through, size large cannot pass through. There's no other explanation. Guys, you have finished one set already. Any questions so far? Why I didn't want to discuss this in the first place is because it's too easy. I like to discuss something more challenging so that you're not too sure, you do not know. That's why I come in to help. Yeah, if I'm teaching you something you already know, also it's a bit dull. Okay, guys, let's check out. Teacher, for the ramalan, if we say the color in the whisking tube remain the same color. Oh, sorry. Wait, some need to take photo. Is it okay to talk about the whisking tube? No. Hey, Andish. Let's say your girlfriend asks you, "Hey, Andish, what are you doing now? What do you like to eat?" But then you go and talk about your ex-girlfriend. Will she be happy or not? Andish triggered already. This is an example lah. Yeah. So guys, just follow back lah. If they are, I'm just trying to make the class interesting. Tak ada girlfriend, tak ada masalah. Navin say. So Navin, next time I use the example on you pandai cakap orang No lah guys, they ask for beaker, just state beaker lah. They ask for whisking tube, then whisking tube lah. Okay, come guys, let's look at the next one. SBP 2023. Okay, the next one, guys, just take 1 minute to read through. Just take a quick 1 minute to go through. Hey, yes, half a minute. Half a minute. All right, let's check it out. Oh, by the way, what's the first news you saw today trending all over the social media? Yeah, Azizul Awang. I thought he won or something. Sorry guys, I didn't really keep track of the timing. Yeah, he was disqualified. Hey, Cecilia, hello. Long time no see. I just woke up. Yo. Okay, so for guys, okay, for this one here, I want to discuss the procedure. Why I selected this is partly because you see, when it comes to okay, straight to the question, oh yeah lah. Something like he from what I'm understanding is he started off a bit too fast. Maybe he's too anxious. I don't know, guys. I don't know. He was so sad and heartbroken, he didn't want to comment. He passed the pacer before he was allowed to. Means what? He started cycling a bit too fast, correct? For simple layman term. Oh, yes, yeah lah. That's why lah. Okay, guys. So here, now I have taught you the method of, guys, I have taught you the method of how to handle the variable. So today I want to do something a bit different. When it comes to this type of question, this format, let's say whisking tube, I think it's better to, because how many marks should be 4 marks? Guys, how many marks? Check. Oh, 3 marks only. 3 marks only. Okay. Now, what is the manipulated variable? Guys, what is the manipulated variable first? The size of the molecule, okay, same as just now. Then the responding would be the change in color, right? Will be the change in color. Basically, it's the same thing. So, okay, I want to go through the procedure. Guys, first of all, we prepare a whisking tube. This is how you, okay, we prepare a whisking tube. You use your apparatus and material to come up with the procedure. Okay. Whisking tube, common sense, you have to tie using the benang at one end. Tie using the thread at one end. Then fill in. They never tell the amount. Did they mention the amount? You have to mention volume one. Did they mention volume? Don't have, right? But okay, so what they are trying to test you here is, guys, look, here is about 175 ml. So a logical number for inside maybe is 10 ml. I just use 10 ml. So we fill in 10 ml of solution P. Okay, where's solution P? This one is 10 ml. We fill in 10 ml of solution P, and of course, you have to tie the other end and tie. They like to split the points on. Normally, procedure, they like to split the points, but because only 3 marks, we try to keep it short. Now, guys, before you put the whisking tube into the beaker, what is the next thing that you must do? Very important. Rings, yeah. Rings using distilled water. 3 is rings. Right here, 3 rings using the distilled water. And guys, at the same time, you put 170. Oh no, cannot be 175. Cannot be 175 already. Guys, put how much distilled water? Tell me. Uh, 165, yes. Okay, listen now, guys. Sir, but my teacher said if they never give value, she asks us not to create something new by our own. Aishwarya, yes, but can you see here that the value is given? Yes, mereka tak nyata dalam list ini sebab anda yang perlu menentukan procedure. You are the one that fix. They give you the final value. So as long as your beaker volume and your whisking tube volume add up, you get this, then it makes sense. Even if lari a bit 170, they will accept one. Yeah. they will accept. So it's considered, yeah, it's considered given. Okay, next. Oh, okay. So using this apparatus and material list to make procedure is actually a good move. Yeah, it is. Okay. Then from here, guys, just put in, if you really want to, you can say wipe using the towel. Wipe using the towel, and then put in the beaker. Where's the beaker? Put in the beaker. Record the iodine solution. Record the iodine solution. Record the initial color of the solution. Record the initial and final. So how long? How long? I think 10 minutes is okay. Guys, 10 minutes is more than sufficient. We end with we wait for 10 minutes. We wait for 10 minutes. Okay. Then after that, we determine the observation. Okay, guys. So all these we just have to put in simple sentences, and it's only 3 marks. So first point, guys, let's start now. First point, need to add the need to add the solution. Can. But guys, normally they have something called K1, K2 and K3 Normally normally the K1 normally something to do with MV. Normally something to do with MV. So the MV here is the larutan P. Okay, the larutan P solution. And oh, I forgot to mention Q. Yeah, oh, this one here got Q. Okay. P and Q, guys, both P and Q. Both P and Q. Then for the K2, K2 is more for the RV. Guys, K3 is the precaution. So that is why my method of how to handle previously, if you did attend the first session, that one also you can get full marks CD. I prefer that, but this one I'm just teaching you something a bit different because I haven't shown you all before how to use the list alone to make the procedure. So the very first point, guys, we prepare a whisking tube and tie one end using a thread. Guys, number two, we fill in 10 ml of solution P into whisking tube and tie the other end. Okay, kita kena ikat satu lagi hujung tu tie using, I don't need to say thread because we mentioned thread already. Next, rings the outer region of the whisking tube. You must mention using distilled water because memang we are putting it in the distilled water. If you don't want to say wipe also can never mind just put in also wet again. Guys, fill the beaker with 160 ml, 165 ml, 165 ml of, oh guys, don't forget you have to take into account larutan Q, so I stick to 10 So here 155 ml of distilled water and 10 ml of solution Q. Please don't go and label the solution here. Guys, don't go and label the solution here. Follow what they gave. Immerse. Immerse. Whisking tube into the beaker. And record initial color inside and outside of the whisking tube. Because guys, we have to start the stop. Before we start the stopwatch, we memang have to record. Inside and outside of the whisking tube. I'll just continue here. 6, start the stopwatch and wait for 10 minutes. And wait for 10 minutes. And guys, I think finally just have to determine the color. Okay, so after 10 minutes, record the color of solution inside and outside of whisking tube. In a table. Guys, done. Okay. Can just say observation is recorded after 10 minutes. Can, no problem. Because guys, like I said, the key points go to P, Q. This is your K1. Then the change in color, the change in color is K2. Guys, I want you to tell me what is the K3. What is the K3 here? So for only 3 marks. So for only 3 marks, need to write all this. Yeah. If not, you use my method earlier. I prefer my own method earlier. That one confirm easy 3 marks. So why did you change the volume of distilled water to 155? Okay, hold on, Vishnu. Yes, Nicholas, Jaylene, Shane, rings. This is the K3. Because guys, if you have if you don't wash right, it will react with the iodine, then turn blue-black, then the whole thing doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's not accurate anymore. So as for the 155, sir, why suddenly you change to 155? Because I combine, because 155 plus 10 is 165. Don't forget the solution Q. Teacher, what is the method? What method earlier? Which one? Oh, I think that one is the one I taught earlier, you mean? Oh, that one need a while, that one. It'll take a while. Another round with you. So is it necessary for us to mention about Benedict's test? No. Ruhaya, yes. Oh, you all like my method, Oh, total is 175. Yes. Don't forget. 10 ml from the whisking tube. 10 plus 10 plus 155 is 175. That's why you have to be very careful. Sekali lagi, they are showing the whole thing, 175. So 155 is for distilled water, 10 for Q, 10 for P. Guys, okay, can All right. Okay, next, guys. State the color change. Oh, this is guys, I'll just go through this quickly because this is like what we saw just now. This is really like what we saw just now already. Wait, let me close this app. Okay. Okay, we just have to say that. We just have to say that in the whisking tube, it will turn blue black. Yeah. Okay. So whisking tube. State the color change is from cloudy to blue black. Again, guys, I want to emphasize again, if you just write blue or black, you don't get marks. Okay. Next, state your observation because Q is able to enter the whisking tube. Q is small in size. Okay, so this is to show you that. So just now you write size is small, then only you say can enter. Now terbalik can or not? Can, no problem. No problem. Okay, guys, table I'll leave it to you lah because table is can I just go through. Okay, table, you have to see first what they want. They want beginning and end of experiment, the color change. So you have to sometimes you have to sketch a little bit. You have to agak-agak lah, guys. You have to agak-agak. You see how I do it? You have to agak-agak. So for me, what I'll do is, okay, beginning, I'll try to fill in everything first. Awal experiment here. Here experiment here. But what is this beginning and end? Guys, we are recording what are we recording here? What are we recording here? The color change. So that's why you see, I'm forced to have another one here. I'm forced to have another one here. This one, color change. Color change. And I think from here should be very simple. Dalam beaker, in the beaker, whisking tube. Done. So if you sketch it out, I'll use another color. Guys, choose a color. Choose a color. Orange, blue, orange, pink, red, green, blue lah, blue lah. Okay, blue lah. Okay, so why I sketch first is so that my drawing, the drawing of my table won't be too messy. Of course, guys, I don't have a ruler lah, so it's a bit off. Okay, look. So this is color change of solution. No unit. This one memang no unit. So this is beginning of experiment. Guys, end of experiment. Okay, end of experiment. This refers to solution in whisking tube. The next one is solution in the beaker. Or terbalik also can, guys, up to you. It doesn't really matter which one comes first. So from here, you just have to check. Initially, as I told you, inside the solution is cloudy. Why? Because of starch. But after that, we get a blue-black solution. Okay, because why? Iodine entered. But for the solution in the beaker, both remain yellowish brown. Why? Because size of starch is too big, cannot move out. Based on the experiment, classify the substances. Oh, so easy, guys. Ayo, this is too easy, man. Size of molecule, molecule Q, molecule P. If you just write P and Q also can. Okay, guys, one last question. A pupil repeats this experiment, replacing P, which is starch, with juice X. Guys, what is juice X? This is sugar cane. Sugar cane got what sugar? Sucrose. Okay. Guys, name also sugar cane. Huh? So what's the prediction? Prediction will, let's say in the whisking tube, you have sucrose, then iodine enter. Will there be blue-black? Will there be blue-black? No. No change. No change in color of solution. Okay, this is because, guys, sucrose, we have to say juice X contains sucrose. Iodine does not react with sucrose. Yeah. Or if you want to say that iodine only react with starch, also can. Make sense, ma? Okay. That's all I did, right? Oh, explanation is, oh, guys, sorry. My explanation should be at the bottom. This one should be at the bottom. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for joining this extra session. There'll still be one more, but after your percubaan. After your percubaan, I'll teach you my method of how to memorize procedure. Yeah, thanks for joining on a Sunday, guys. I'll upload into YouTube and I share the link, easier. So if you have friends you want to share with, by all means, go ahead, because memang this is an extra class. Okay, guys, thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.